Hello, I'm Haya from TriggerTrap, and we're here today to talk to you about all the cool stuff we're doing at PPE. So, TriggerTrap as a company, we do all sorts of cool stuff, mostly to do with triggering cameras, obviously. We have two main products today. One of them is TriggerTrap Mobile. So what that does is, you know the old-fashioned remote control where you press a button to take a picture? Well, we've brought that into the current millennium. So what that does is you use your iPhone or Android device and it turns that into that button. So you still get your button as usual, but you get loads of other features as well. Stuff like sound triggering, facial recognition triggering, vibration triggering. Basically loads of different ways you can think of making the camera take a picture. It does stuff like time lapses as well, including accelerating time lapses, so it starts slowly, then goes faster, and then slows back down again at the end. All that sort of stuff. It's all built into the app, and the app is completely free. The only thing you need is our TriggerTrap connection cable. So this connects into your phone like that. So again, iOS or Android, and the other bit goes into your camera. So that goes in here. And that's it basically. So now my phone is my remote control and I'm able to trigger based on all sorts of cool stuff. Let's start with a little time lapse, for example. So 2 seconds, I just hit start. And now my camera is just triggering every 2 seconds until I tell it not to. Rather fabulous. Really useful, but not very exciting. We've got loads of really exciting modes as well, including stuff like the sound sensor. It's quite loud in here, but I'm going to try it anyway. So, it works. So when I click my fingers, it actually triggers the camera. Isn't that cool? Oops, let's stop that for a second. Loads of other modes as well, time lapses, accelerating time lapses, distance lapse. Distance lapse is really good fun. It uses the GPS built into the camera, or sorry, built into the phone, to actually take a picture based on the amount of distance you've traveled. So the cool thing about that is that you put it in your car and you can bomb right across the country, and it looks like the entire journey happened at the same speed, because what it does is when you drive slowly or if you stop, it takes slow photos, or it stops when you stop. If you drive really quickly, it takes photos really quickly, and when that's assembled into a video, it creates this really, really cool effect. The other things that are available are bulb ramping. So that's a kind of similar kind of time-lapse concept where it changes the duration of each exposure throughout the exposure set. So the cool thing about that is that you're able to get like a really even exposure all the way through from the beginning of a sunset to the end of a sunset, or vice versa. Finally, there's sound sensors, vibration sensors. We have some HDR modes on here. There's a Wi-Fi slave mode. So if I enter that one and I actually connect it all up, I can use another iPhone or another Android device to be anywhere on the same Wi-Fi network to trigger the photo. So just connect them up together. And that other phone can also run any of the modes. So I can put a sound sensor in one room and trigger a camera in another room. Now, why you'd want to do that, I have absolutely no idea, but you can if you want. Yeah, so that is TriggerTrap Mobile. This cable is really the only thing you end up buying, because the actual app itself is completely free, and it's $30. So it's perfect for a Christmas present. It's almost throwaway money. And I like it that way. I want everybody in the entire world to own one of these, because it's a really useful tool, and it means that you don't end up spending a fortune on the Canon equivalent or something like that.